Hey guys, trying again with my live because I hadn't got any juice left on my phone and it died as soon as I went live. So here I am again, and I wanted to talk to you about my top travel tips because I travel so much and people always ask me like, what do I do to prepare to travel and things like that. So I thought I'd come on and share my top tips for travel day and while traveling and the essentials that I take with me. I have just literally got home from a month-long trip and I've been to like 3 countries, 4 states, hey Miles, and yeah, since December last year I think I've been home for about 4 weeks of the entire 6 months. Just keep getting on a plane. None of these trips were planned, so I'm getting pretty good at like last minute travel and the essentials that I need to pack and things like that. So as soon as you guys start logging on, let me know where you're tuning in from, drop the flags below, and again, the replay viewers, hashtag replay, so I know where you're tuning in from as well. So one of my travel tips, which I shared with you guys the other day, or just fit girl tips, is always have a hat with you, because when you've got dirty hair and you don't have time to wash it, a hat does wonders. Now, I've actually just finished my workout, so that's why I'm a bit sweaty and a hot mess, but that is one of my travel tips as well. Like on travel day, I always try and get a workout in, whether it's early in the morning before I travel, but a lot of times I travel on the red eyes. So I would get my workout in when I first get to somewhere or in the evening, just so I know that I've moved my body. Because even though you travel a lot during like getting to the airport and stuff like that, there's a lot of sitting, especially if you're on long haul flights. So I always try and get some kind of movement in, because I just think that re-energizes you and it helps with jet lag and everything like that. So get your workout in. I also make sure I dose up on apple cider vinegar. I drink that every single day anyway, but especially on travel days I might take 2 or 3. I do it hot with apple cider vinegar, so I've actually got that with me now because I just got home, so I'm dosing up on that. That just obviously helps keep away colds and things like that. So guys, if you've got travel tips as well, share them below and let me know, because you never know, I might pick up on some of yours as well. Now, the essentials that I travel with, I have a water bottle, which you can actually, it's got a filter in it, and I would never do this, but apparently you can actually pee and drink it because this filters it so much. Of course, I would never ever do that, but you can get like water from a river, water from any tap anywhere, and it purifies it. So this actually saved me this trip, because I was in so many different locations. I was in Disney and stuff like that, and buying water, one, can get really expensive, but this just kept me hydrated the whole time. And when you travel, hydration is like key. Hydration it's so important. So this basically I just fill up from absolutely anywhere, and I always have fresh water, which is awesome. I also travel with my shake, because sometimes, you never know where you can get food from, so I always have this as emergencies in my bag when I'm not traveling and when I'm traveling, just so I have backup in case I get hangry, because me and hangry is not pretty. Now this is actually what I'm using right now, because like I said at the beginning, my battery died, so I always travel with a battery pack, and you can charge 2 things with it at once. And I always have this juiced up no matter where I go, because I never want to be caught out without my phone, purely because I actually run my entire business from my phone, and it's how I communicate with people. So that is one of my travel essentials. My other one is wireless chargeable earphones. So this little gadget, actually, these are wireless earphones, but this is actually a charging box that they're kept in, and you can charge them up to 4 or 5 times in this box. So I'm always listening to audibles and using all that downtime, like travel time, to learn and grow. So these are essential for when I'm catching audibles and things like that on long flights, or travel to the airport and from the airport. I also travel with compression socks. Now these things are awesome because I get cankles. Guys, how unsexy are cankles? Like, write it below if you think cankles are unsexy. And if you don't know what cankles are, it's when your ankles swell so much that they're non-existent. It's just one great big fat lob from your ankles down to your feet. And so I use these, and that just helps with the compression and making them de-swell. So those are my travels that those are my essentials that I travel absolutely everywhere with. And then other things that I do is, yeah, like I said, workout. I dose up on my apple cider vinegar. Hey Shelly, I'm just talking about my top travel tips because I am constantly on the go. I don't always travel light, but I never unpack my bag. Don't ask me why. Like, some people are obsessed with unpacking their bag the first thing they do when they get somewhere. Drop it below if you're a packer or an unpacker. Like, I stay packed. For the last month, I literally have had all my bags, all my clothes in one bag. I never unpack. I don't know why. I just have this fear of leaving stuff behind. So if it's in my bag and I just take it out when I'm wearing it, I'm not going to leave it behind, and I put it back in. So are you a stay unpacked, or do you take packer? yeah, I take everything out. Like, I mean, I keep everything in. I just can't take, I don't even hang stuff up in the wardrobe. I try and travel with clothes that don't need ironing and that I can just scrunch up and throw in the bag and put on the next day. And what else was I going to tell you guys? Yeah, obviously I take my workouts with me everywhere I go, so I can do them at the end of a bed or wherever I am, because I think getting your workout in at the beginning of the day really sets you up for whatever you're doing that day. So those are my essential travel tips. Let me know if you guys have any more. Oh, the other thing I'm a last minute packer. Like for this trip, I literally had to be in the airport within the hour, and I started packing like 15 minutes before I had to leave for the airport. And I was traveling for a month, and I needed wedding clothes, I needed clothes for the sunshine in Mexico, I needed winter clothes for New York, I was going to Orlando, so I needed summer clothes, I needed gym clothes, I needed conference clothes, and literally I packed at the last minute. Like that is me. I'm spontaneous, I don't plan ahead, I just make things up as I go and just make it work. So yeah, guys, please share if you've got any travel tips as well, because I love hearing from people who have other ideas and things like that, but I never travel without my purified water and my snacks, you know, my Shakeology and stuff, because it just keeps me healthy. And I find that when you go on planes and stuff like that and trains, and it can really take a hit on your immune system, so I always stay as healthy as possible so I don't catch any crazy like bugs or anything like that. Anyway, let me know where your next adventure is below. Although I've just got home and I said that I've been away for the last 6 months and only been home for 4 weeks out the whole year, I'm actually planning my next trip, which is in about 3.5 weeks time. So this year for me just seems to be adventure after adventure, travel after travel. So share where your next adventure is going to be below, and let me know if you have any travel tips you want to share with me. Okay, bye guys.